Any sense? Like, why would they do it like that?
Yeah, I don't know. It'll be funny because Alexis, like, her old tutor, like, lives in London or something.
Oh, geez.
So they can never find a time.
Oh, yeah,
that
because
works
it's
for
like
both of
7
them.
hours different, right?
Yeah.
That's
So, anyways,
not fun.
but we're doing this, like, partner test together.
Oh, nice.
So if you're tutoring
Alright.
the both of us, it'd be really funny.
You guys will dominate.
Yeah.
I love it. So F, first we do F of G. So F of G of negative 6 equals negative 18.
Negative 18.
And then F of G of negative 18 is undefined. F of G of negative 18 is undefined. So you get how this is going now?
Yeah.
It's just like busy work. That's what I don't like about it.
Yeah.
Negative 14, and there's no negative 14 up there, so that one's undefined. And then F of G of negative 2. There's no negative 2 up there. So that one is also undefined. And then G of F of negative 4 is undefined. Oh wait, no, I skipped a whole step. No, that's fine though, right? Because up here we gotta say what it is, and then we do F of that. I just didn't. That's so bad. Those chairs kill me. So I think it still works, right? Because we said G of 6 is 8.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm doing this right. So G of 4, right? So G of 4. So that means F is 1, because G of 4 is 1. So F is 1. That's why it's 12. So G of 5 is 0. So F of 0 is 13. Looking at this, then we're going. So F. I'm confusing myself. So G of 4 is 1. So the inner one, G of negative 6 is 1. Oops, if I have the writing on. And then G of 1 is undefined. So that's where we didn't. So you got to write this little intermediate step in here. That's what I was missing. So F of 1. And there's no F of 1, so then that's undefined. Right, so what do we get with 18? We get F of 13. And there's no 13 up here, so we say undefined. So when I do negative 14, I get F of 9, which is also undefined. And G of negative 2 is negative 3, and there's no negative 3 up there either. So stupid. So F of negative 3, there's no negative 3, so that's undefined. So F of negative 4 is G of negative 14. And then G of negative 14 is 9. So G of F of 0 is G of negative 6. And negative 6 is 1. So G of F of, so we did 1, 2, so negative 6 is G of negative 18, which is negative 13, and G of F of 2 is G of negative 2, which is negative 3. So F of G domain is negative 18, negative 14, negative 6, negative 2. Range is undefined. G of F is negative 6. 13, negative 3, 1, and 9. It's just too much work as well. Like, what the? Let me just peek at the next problem.
It's
14.
14, yeah.
So we're done with that nonsense. Thank God. Now, did this next stuff is confusing. Like, a lot of students get confused by it.
Okay.
This is just,
Yeah,
Silly.
let me just finish writing this
Yep.
in.
should get it. Is your mom running errands?
Yeah, oh.
When do you start driving?
I don't know. I hate driving so much, so I have like...
You're one of those, huh? My son was the same way. I literally had to make him drive.
Yeah.
I was like, you have to drive, because he had a younger sister.
Yeah.
I'm like, you have to help me, dude. You're killing me. Like, I
Okay.
need the help.
Well,
Do you have
she
siblings?
hasn't-
No?
Just me.
Just you?
So it makes it easier probably, but... okay, my mom hasn't texted me or anything, so
Okay.
it's probably fine. Okay.
All right, so next one,
So
14, right?
14, yeah.
So 14, f of x is negative 3x.
Oh wait, is it another one?
Nope, it's a totally different kind.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
14.
These ones are way better. So
F
g
of
of x
equals
equals negative x plus 8. F of g and g of f.
Negative x plus 8.
So
Okay.
I personally don't like writing it like this. I
Okay.
think for me it makes more sense. And when I've taught this in the past, students don't like writing it like this, but this means I take g and I plug it in where this x is. If I just have this, I'm like, what the hell am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
So when I write this one, it's just f. And then I can like see that that function is inside the other one,
Yeah.
right? So that makes way more sense to me.
Yeah.
So we're going to take g, so we take the whole function like this, and we plug it in for essentially that x, but really this x is the one that matters,
Okay.
right? So all we have to write for the f of g is like this. So we can say f of, she'll probably make you write it like this as well. So g of negative x plus 8, and maybe she won't, because she just let you write that, so maybe not, but whatever.
G of
So negative 3 times negative x plus 8.
equals 3 times negative x plus 8.
So then all you got to do is take this sucker and distribute in there, and you're done. So 3x minus 24.
And that's the answer.
That's
for
the answer.
F of G.
And you could just write f of g in front because it's less to write.
Yeah. Okay.
And then if we go the other way, so there's
Negative
this.
x plus 8 times 3x.
See, it's weird, right? It messes with your head. Yeah, that's
that
I get.
right,
I get that exact look so many times, right? So I take this whole one, and this is my new x right there. So instead of negative x, so
Is it negative
we go like
3x?
so g. So it's negative. Hold on, I missed the thing. So this negative is still here, right? And then I plug this in where the x is. So it's like this. It's negative 3x. And so many kids would miss that because you're like, there's already a negative. It's
Yeah.
like when you do slope, y2 minus y1, it's like negative makes positive kind of thing. So then you just write the rest of this thing right here. So plus 8.
Negative 3x
So it's just 3x plus 8.
plus 8.
It's harder when like this is a quadratic, because then if you plug in remember this is a binomial,
Yeah.
two terms binomial. So if this thing is squared over here, like any of these, if this is squared or if it's like x squared plus 8x minus 2, then you have to plug it in for both x's. And that's where it gets super confusing.
Yeah.
But 15, I bet you have 15 as your half. No,
14.
look at that. So, okay, 14 and 16 is the next
Yeah.
one. So we just did 14.
Oh, we just did 14,
Yep,
so
16. So 16, that one's hard too. Yeah, it's exactly like I was predicting. So 16, f of x equals 2x squared minus x plus 1. 2x squared minus x plus 1. And then g of x equals 4x plus 3. So if we do f of g of x like that, again, I really like writing it like this. Like, do either one of these make more sense to you? Writing it like this or writing it
Probably
like
like
that?
that.
Right? Because we just plug
can
all
see
of g
that,
into
what you're
f.
doing, yeah.
Like, yeah, that's why I like it better too. But it's weird because kids will fight me on that. So then we just take this whole function right here and we plug it in for this x and that x. Okay? So we write parenthesis 4x plus 3 squared minus, and then in parentheses, that's key because you're subtracting both the 4x and the 3
4x plus 3
plus 1 like that.
plus 1.
All right, you ready for, not that you always have to do this quick FOIL method,
Okay.
okay? So we have to multiply this twice, right, because it's squared. What's 4x times 4x?
16x squared.
16, 16x squared. No, you're right. 16x squared. Okay, and then if I add, so what's 3 times 4?
12.
12x plus 12x because of the squared is 12x plus 24x. So plus 24x. And I'll prove it to you over on the side here once we do it. Like if you can handle this, it just makes it better. 3 times 3 is
9.
so plus 9. And then I would pretend like that's a negative 1 in front there and distribute it in. So minus 4x minus 3 plus 1. See how nasty they get? But this is like more hardcore algebra than that stupid table thing.
Yeah.
It gets better in my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just want to show you that 4x plus 3 thing real quick so you can see it. 4x plus 3. That is not a 3. It's my brain going too fast. So we get 16x squared, we get plus 12x plus 9. So there's the 24x right there, right?
Yeah.
So that's just so much, if you can handle doing that,
Yeah.
like it's so much faster. And then like, especially if you're doing one of those nasty tests, you have a
Yeah.
little more time to do other things.
Yeah.
Or to spend time on a harder problem. So now we distribute that too. So 32x squared plus 48x. 48x plus 18. And then I'm going to combine these two at the end so I don't have to write another step. So you'll go crazy, right? So minus 4x, negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2. So like that so far. And then the only thing left we have to combine
Like
is the like terms, so the x's and the numbers.
So 32.
So
X
yep, 32x squared, we're good.
Plus 44.
44x,
Plus 20. Plus 16.
good. 44x plus.
Plus
You're
16.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
And that's f of g. You can just write f of g in front because it's quicker.
Okay, yeah.
All right, the other way's easier. So the other way is easier because we only have one x,
Yeah.
right? So I'm plugging
2x, 4 times 2x squared minus x plus 1.
and
plus
just
3.
distribute that 4, right?
Yeah, so then
F
8
parentheses
x
2x squared minus x plus
minus
1
4x
plus 3.
plus 4 plus 3 and 8x squared
Perfect.
G of X.
Nice. G of X. G of F.
G of F, yeah. Okay. So then
Like, that's better math, at least.
18.
18, so we got a little story problem actually.
Okay, so 18. This one. She's
Will the final price be lower if the discount is applied before the coupon? If the discount is applied before the discount. So Sporting Goods stores offering 20% discount on shoes. Shoes are $89. So if we have 89, and if it's 20% discount, that means you're paying 80% of the original price. So she's going to want, I'm just going to figure it out, and then we can make an equation for it. So let's do 89 times 0.8. It's equals 71.2. So 7120. And then it says applied before her purchase. The final purchase.
So you just do 89 minus 5.
Minus $5. So 89 minus 5 is 84.
And then that times 0.8.
Yeah, well, of course it's going to be lower, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a less price in the first place. So 84 times 0.8 is 6720. We read that right? That seems like a really stupid question, doesn't it?
Yeah.
$25 shoes and $20 little final price below for discount applied before the coupon.
Justify
So this one, so then we still have to subtract the $5 here. So that's why it's a better question. So 7120 minus 5 is 66. That makes more sense. 6620.
So then it would be less if you
Discount
coupon
first.
after.
Yes. Coupon after.
less. Before the coupon. And then for justifying your response, can this just be the justification?
I think so.
Okay. So then
It's kind of interesting it works out that way. It's so damn close too. It's only a dollar difference.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then what's the next one?
22.
Oh, yeah, we got a whole bunch of these things.
Okay.
So I'll read off. F of x is 3. So yeah, we got to write all this. So f of x is 3x. G of x is x plus 4. H of x is x squared minus 1. These ones are easier than the ones where you're putting one function into the other one, like we did up here, because we're just plugging numbers in, so you don't. It's just less complicated. So h of x is x squared minus 1. All right, so we want to do f of g of 1. Oh wait, which number? 22.
Yeah.
So g of h of 0. So g of h of 0. See, they write it like that because it makes more sense, right?
Yeah.
So we plug the 0 in for h first. So I like writing it like this. I go h of 0 equals 0 squared minus 1. So it's minus 1. And then we take that minus 1 value and we plug it into g.
Oh,
Just
just G.
g. So negative 1
G
plus
is
4.
negative 1
G of negative 1 equals negative 1 plus 4 or 3. And that's your final answer. It's kind of like a two-part answer. If you screw up the first one, you're cooked.
Okay. I wrote this wrong.
but it's easy to get lost in there, right? Because it's like
Yeah.
you're working backwards and forwards and stuff, and it's just weird.
Okay, then 24.
24 is h of f of 5. H of f of 5. So I say f of 5 first. You can take a bite. No need to starve yourself. So 3 times 5 is 15.
F of 5.
And then we want to do h of 15, which equals 15 squared minus 1. So then we're taking that 5, or that 15 rather, and plugging it in right there. So 15 squared minus 1, which is 225 minus 1, which is 224.
Got it.
That's it. Move all these over. 26. 26 is h of f of 10. H of f of 10. So f of 10,
F of 10 equals 30.
3 times 10, which is 30.
And then you put 30 into h.
30 into h, so
then
h of 30.
Squared minus 1.
900 minus 1, 899. 899.
28.
She's going to kill you with these ones. It goes 32, 34. So we're all the way to that one too. So 28 is, oh, that looks like super fun. So f of, geez, what number is this? 28?
Yeah.
So f of,
H.
I'd like to see her use a fogging off on that. It's going to be fog off. So f of g, f of h of g
F of h of g of 1.
of 1. So you look at that and you're like, what the hell is going on, right? Like
Yeah.
it's too much stuff going on. So we're going to take this piece right here and just write it like normal. So we're going to say f of g of 1, right? Because that's what we do for that little piece of it. That's mildly evil, that going on right there, right? So that's just that piece. So we plug in G1 for G. So G of 1 equals 1 plus 4, which is 5. And then you do math like that. You're like, really? I'm doing 1 plus 4? Like, come on. And then H of 5. Of course, it's got to be that one. So 5 squared minus 1, which is 24. And then, so that's what we got for that whole thing. So now we do f of 24. So f of 24 is just 3 times 24, which is 72.
It's like a puzzle.
That's one thing I've gotten really good at, like over the years of teaching math, is doing stuff like that, 3 times 24.
Yeah.
Like factors of 72, I can just list them off.
Yeah.
Like it's weird.
Yeah.
Because you just have done it for so freaking long. Alright, so 30.
Okay, 30.
Oh, it's not that bad. Weird, they give you that nasty one right in the middle. And then these ones are no big deal. So h of f of negative 6. So 30.
Of f of negative 6.
So h of f of negative 6. So I plug negative 6 into f first.
Okay,
So f of negative 6.
equals
3 times negative 6, which is negative 18.
negative 18, and then 8. So negative 18.
H of 18, 324. 324 minus 1, 323. So negative 18 squared minus 1 is 323.
And then
Okay.
H, or
This one's going to
32.
be nasty. Oh, no, that one's not bad either. So f of g of 7. So g of 7 first. Copy these things down here. 11.
G.
Yep, I like the fingers. Good job.
Then
Like, I get pissed at my freshmen if they don't use their fingers. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Use your fingers. You can do it.
F of 11.
So 33.
is 33.
Yeah, easy. It's just weird they had that nasty one right in the middle.
Yeah.
And then
34.
nasty to finish, of course.
Yeah.
So G of F of H of negative 1.
G.
G of F of H of negative 1.
F
So F of H of negative 1.
of negative 1. Jeez.
So we do H of negative 1 first,
Okay, so then
which is negative 1 squared minus 1, which is 0. That's handy.
and then H of F.
Now we do F of 0.
Or, yeah, F of 0.
That's why it's like, what did I get for this answer? I got
Then you go
0.
back,
So I
back,
plug
back.
that in F of 0 and then back again, exactly. It's like backwards and
F of
forwards in
0,
crazy
so that's
pants. That's
0.
also 0, which is
And then-
also nice. So this is the kind of ones you would put on there just to mess with your head, right?
Yeah.
And you don't let her.
Yeah.
Not a chance. Because you got it. You know you did it right, right?
Yeah.
But it's hard to make yourself believe that, especially when you get 2 zeros in a row. You're like, what the hell?
And then is
So G of
just
0.
4?
G of 0 is 4. Yep.
Okay.
That's another weird one.
And then 38.
Page. Doesn't that look like fun? Well, thank you. So 38 inches, and then blah, blah, where X represents the year since 2006. Similarly, enrollment for reading can be modeled by G of X for the function F plus G. So we just add in, that's kind of fun.
Okay, so 38 is just
389 plus 480. Do that on here. 389 plus 480 is 869x. And we got 7500 plus 10,075 is 17,575.
wait, what was the 389?
That one was 869x plus 17,575. So put an X right there and plus in between. You can squeeze it.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's F plus G. I would write that in front too.
Okay.
Because you can just write, there's a lot of different ways you can write these. You can
Yeah.
write just F plus G in front, and the notation means the same as this with the X thing. So what does that mean? It's enrollment of men and women together. That's it.
Okay. So the next one
40.
is find the error.
42.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Alright, so we got G plugging G, so here's G, and we're plugging G into F, so you should have X squared plus 8 squared. He does. And then 2 times, he missed the X squared plus 8 right here. So Chris didn't plug in. Yep, so they got it. And then, so Chris forgot to plug in X squared plus 8 for the second X. And then, so F of G, plugging G into F. So get that part right. And then, so that's all good. So this is X. That's FOILed correctly, that's distributed correctly, minus 8. Are there supposed to be errors in both of them? Or is either of them correct? Okay, because this one looks good so far. So that's all good. Then you combine, so 64 minus 8 is not 72. So they added 8 at the very end.
So neither of them are correct.
Neither is correct. So Tobias didn't combine the numbers correctly in the last step, is what I would say.
Okay, sweet.
Alright,
And then, yeah.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
So we can, because I was late, we can just go quick look at the next section just to get a little bit of that in your head.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Have you ever done that before?
This stuff?
No, like looked at the next section. So it's a good thing to do, especially here. Let me stop this.